Well, good evening. This is the second segment test. Done a number of changes. In fact, I had to do a number of different mic tests and sound tests tonight. Try to get things balanced out. Still not completely happy with it, but we'll get there. Had an interesting experience today. My dad's nickname was Pops. I gave him that nickname when I was a teenager, and it stuck. And since he's passed away, there are times when he comes into my thoughts, and I refer to them as Pops moments. Just little things that will trigger a memory of my dad, and for the most part, they just make me smile anymore. But they come around periodically, and the one that seems to trigger the most is a specific song. It's Billy Joel's Lullaby. Good Night, My Angel. It's a song that he wrote for his daughter to kind of tell her that no matter what happens, no matter where she goes in life, no matter what happens to him, he'll always be with her, whether it's physically, whether it's by phone, or just in her heart. In fact, there's a line in the song, one of the last verses. Someday your child may cry. And when you sing this lullaby, there in your heart there will always be a part of me. I had that song sung at the ceremony when my dad died. It means a lot to me. The song always has meant a lot to me, but obviously it means a lot more now. And periodically, that song will just pop up on the radio or on my streaming audio, and I just kind of smile and think, "Oh, Pops was paying a visit." This month has been kind of odd, last few weeks at least. I would be listening to Pandora on my phone because we can't stream on our computers at work, so I listen on my phone, and the song will come on. Well, sometimes I'm listening to a Billy Joel station, so that makes sense. Most of the time, I'm listening to other things. There's one I like to sing along with in the car. I have given thumbs up to a number of Billy Joel songs, so again, kind of makes sense that it would show up periodically. But it was kind of weird the other day when one of the people I work with, who's about 20 years younger than I am, we have a little stereo system where everybody can plug an iPod in, and we kind of take turns putting things in there. I don't have an iPod. I have a Palm Pre, and I'm not part of the cool kids. But everybody kind of puts their iPod in, and we listen to everybody's music. It kind of rotates through. It's nice. When a 20-something, 20 years my younger, goes and pops the iPod in, and that song comes on, it's just a weird coincidence. I wouldn't think they even know the song, and yet there it is. It is a coincidence, I'm sure, but strange, right? Well, today I was working away, had Pandora on, came on again. At the time, I had been sending Melissa a text message, and it came on. I said, "Oh, another visit from Pops." She said, "Well, that's happening a lot lately." Yeah, it's kind of strange, One in the office, and a couple times now on Pandora. And she sent me back a question that made me tear up. She says, "Didn't your dad die in May?" Yeah, he did. May 7th, 2004. I don't really think about the date much. be honest, I knew it was in May, but I had to look it up online. I have eulogy I wrote for my dad is still online. Still find it out there. So I never really think about the exact date. But yeah, it was in May. And that hit me kind of hard. Why don't I know the date? It's been 6 years. And I think the reason is because I don't know that I really want to know the date. Maybe somewhere deep inside of me, that's a little piece holding on to him. That's that little part of me. I hold on to a little part of him. Kind of like in the song. I've never thought about that, even for a second, before today. But it's possible. Yeah. Looking at a picture of Pops right now. And I miss him. I really do miss him. We all do. Not as bad as it used to be. It used to be, it used to feel like you sucked the air out of the room. There'd be all kinds of odd little things. There was one time where I was pulling down not too long after he passed away, that I was pulling stuff out of a closet and a hat fell down and hit me in the chest. And as soon as it hit me, I knew what hat it was. It was a hat that I used to wear fishing. He had the same hat. And that hat might as well have been filled with sand, because it felt like somebody hit me in the chest with it. I couldn't breathe. That was probably 2-3 months after he passed away. And that hurt. That really hurt. That was then. Now, most of the time, when I get a tickle in my mind, something with Pops, it's a smile. There's a little sadness there. My daughter was a little over a year old when he passed away. They really didn't get to spend that much time together. And he really didn't get to know her. And she didn't get to know him. And I wish both of those things could have happened. But they didn't. And so we tell her about him, and she's seen pictures, and she's heard stories, and she's curious. And we tell her whatever we can. But I do wish they got to know each other. Not going to happen. No matter how hard any of us wishes, it's not going to happen. So I have to settle for the little hits I get. Should I go deal with this? Should I go see someone to help me work this out? I don't know. I think I'm doing okay. I don't know that I want to let go of it. It's my connection to him. Even if it is imagined. Even if it's in my head. It's my connection to him. But it's good to think about. So Melissa, thank you. And Pop, thanks for visiting.